Hello and welcome to today's Tabletop, and I wish I had cool music in the background for the battle report. So no, today we play a cool game. It's just 1,000 points, and it's Germans, Blitzkrieg Germans versus the French, and we will play in this beautiful city. It is early war, and Berkan is bringing his French army and I am bringing my Germans. So let me show you where we go into today. And before we start, a shout out to the Tiki Hut for supporting the channel. If somebody likes my videos and has critique points or improvement points, maybe my audio and my style of explaining, let me know down below if you want to support the channel. I would be grateful, thankful. Yeah, let me know how I can improve and what you want to see. And before we start, let me tell you a thing, because lately we were playing and the question was, does an officer, if he goes for a snap 2, let's take this officer, this guy wants to snap 2, can you measure what is inside your 6-inch bubble or maybe 12-inch bubble? The answer is yes. You can, if you decide to snap 2, take out the dice from your officer, or before you take out, that's how it's written in the rules. You can pre-measure if what is within the officer's reach, and then you can snap. And you don't have to, you can also choose in which order you want to do things. Let's say this one has a 12-inch reach, then I could choose to activate first my sniper, then to give a fire order with my artillery observer, and then run with this guy somewhere else 12 inches, so he can give maybe his morale bonus to other guys. And the way I have read it, if something rallies, the officer gives his morale bonus to the rallying unit. So if these guys have 3 pins and you want to rally them and I'm within 6 inches, let's say they're regular, they have a morale of 9, then the officer buffs them to a morale of 11, and they would only fail their rally if they FUBAR on a 12. So now we can start, because sometimes it's important to know the rules. So if you got the rule book, read the rule book. If the rule book isn't clear, ask people online and try to clarify it, because it's beautiful when everybody knows the rules and how to play. I think it enables everybody to have nice and enjoyable game. So let's start the game. Sorry for the preamble. So beautiful terrain. Just what can I say? This is so amazing, and there are so many possibilities to build this city. And today we have this beautiful French village. Beautiful trees, beautiful terrain. I have to say, it's not just for the eye. It is also strategically, if I can pronounce it right, really important to have a beautiful map, because, like, let's say I had an open field and I would field a tiger and the enemy would field a howitzer. Like, we would just stand and shoot there, but that is not what's going to happen in this game, because we have to run, we have to place, we have to dare very, very dangerous maneuvers, and that is what a beautiful map and a beautiful game will bring you. And so I'm very grateful for all of these game pieces, and let's hop into the game. Beautiful. I will do an extra video on terrain in the next one, and why I think it's so important. And yeah, it's cool. So I think the mission in this game will be hold until relieved. I think we have just one mission marker. Yes, it is hold until the relieved. And you have to stand within 3 inches and no enemy can be in that position. I think it's in the middle of the board. I think The objective is right here, and this will be my side, and this will be Berkan's side with the French. And so in the middle of the map, there is the mission objective, and that is where we have to stand at the end of the game with no enemy within those 3 inches. Yeah. And this is Berkan's army, and he brought, I think, 2 officers just by themselves. I know that mine are inexperienced, but I think Berkan just brought regular dudes. Maybe this one is inexperienced, but this one is regular with an MP, a machine pistol or machine gun. Then here is his artillery observer. It could be, and this is, I think, the spotter. Then a sniper. And as you can see, a beautiful Panham. I don't know. I think it's a 7+ or an 8+ armored car. It's a bit like the French Puma, but I think it has a light anti-tank gun. Don't quote me on that. I have to look it up, but I think it's a light anti-tank gun. But it's just 120 points, so it's totally cool. And then Berkan brings these 2 Tankets, and I think they cost just 30 to 40 points, something like that. And this is amazing. 3 MMG shots, and it is armored. So yeah, it takes some effort, not a huge effort, but it takes effort to destroy those things, and they can be really nasty. Then he brings, I think, a light or a medium anti-tank gun. I'm not sure. And then he brings a medium or a heavy howitzer. I think a medium howitzer. And then he brings 2 troops. I think these ones are regular with an LMG. And then he brings these guys are 7-man veterans with 1 LMG, and the rest all rifles. I'm not sure if this guy has a Tommy gun. These are French Gomours. These are French regulars. They look amazing. And then we'll check the backline in a second again. Here his troops, beautifully painted. I really love, like, the French. They have no army book. But who cares? I mean, they look beautiful. They have good or decent rules. They get the rules like the British, that the artillery observer has 2 artillery strikes, and I think that's pretty amazing. The tanks are okay. They have no great tanks, but I think it's okay. Infantry can win the game. And yeah, and they look amazing. I mean, the plastic kit for the French is truly awesome, as you can see here. And it's fun. It's fun playing against them, with them. And I think Berkan did a great job building them. And as you can see here in the background, yeah, I think another officer. I'm not sure if Berkan brings 2 artillery observers. I'm not sure. This game we played a while ago, but I think that these guys are 5-man veteran teams with 1 LMG, and here is another 5-man veteran team with an LMG. So I think those are the backline holders, and this is now my German army. I was inspired by the Blitzkrieg Germans from the Warlord rulebook, from the Warlord rulebook, and I brought a Panzer III. I brought a 222. I brought 2 MMG bikes. I really like them. There are 45 points, and they have a German MMG, so a medium machine gun. So it's not 3 shots, it's 4 shots. And this thing has recce. So 45 points, 4 shots. It has recce. It is soft skinned. You can protect it. It can do stuff, and it's a wheeled vehicle, so it is pretty flexible. You will see. Then, as you can see here, I think this one is a spotter, and then I have a heavy weapons platoon, just because I like bringing my medium mortar and my medium machine gun. And then I go full cheese. I copied this from Schola Progranium, thanks to him. These guys, I have 2 light machine guns, 2 light machine guns, 2 loaders, and 3 rifles. The NCO also has a rifle, and as you can see, again, 2 LMGs and 2 loaders and 3 rifles. As you can see, the NCO also with the rifles, and yeah. Then I got a sniper. I will show you in a second because yeah, here we have the force, but I'll show you I have a sniper. The Fritz, I will show him in a second. Then I have my platoon commander or officer, and then I have here a single officer, and I have 2 trucks, one filled with MP40s and one I filled with assault rifles. So yeah, I think it's a fun list. And again, this one is my officer and his buddy. And here are my German grenadiers with the double LMG, pretty strong. I mean, double LMG would be 4 shots, and here from the German it's 5 shots, 5 shots. So 10 shots at 36 inches. That's pretty sick. So that's pretty nasty, and also very survivable with the bodies. And I like it. And then Fritz, my sniper. I'm not sure if snipers are good right now, but if you put him to good use, it's definitely cool. And here are this is my, I don't know, is it a recce? Yeah, I tested the recce platoon, but I didn't really use the recce vehicles. So that's why I got an officer. This is the recce platoon. I spent, I think, 10 points each on the truck so that they can have recce. And yeah, why not? I didn't really use it in this game, but to have the option to recce with a truck full of men is pretty powerful. So it is, yeah, it is an insurance that that it doesn't get shot up. And as you can see, I think here I have some sacrificial rifles, and then 5 guys with MP40s should be like 10 shots in point blank. And then I have the auto truck, and here I have 2 rifles and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assault rifles. So also pretty cool. And of course, my beautiful Panzer III and my 222. And the 222 has an autocannon, 48 inches, and again, the beautiful MMG bikes. I really love those guys. Some even use them veteran and bring them from outflank. So it is turn 1. What's gonna happen? I think Berkan places his infiltrator. I think this guy is the spotter or artillery observer. I'm not sure. I think this guy's the spotter for today. Or probably this guy's the spotter, but yeah. Okay, this is his artillery observer, and this is his spotter. And he places his sniper in a building in the town center, and I place my sniper far away from his sniper because I don't do sniper duels anymore. You will see how I will deal with the enemy sniper. I place my sniper in the vicinity of his artillery observer, and that's where you should put your sniper. So you can see here is his artillery observer, here is his spotter, and somewhere around here is his sniper, and my sniper is taking aim at his artillery observer. And I get the first dice, and I shoot, and I hit, but I do not wound it. As you can see, I think the regular artillery observer would have died on a 4, but with the sniper you get pen +1, and I roll a 2, and that's not good. But we tried, and that would have been a pretty nice shot to kill 75 points. So Berkan's sniper, you will see, is in a house, in a building, and this is how I deal with snipers. I come in with the squad, and as you can see, I have 2 LMGs, 5 shots. I'm not sure, maybe even this rifle and this rifle can reach up to that house, but I advance in, and yeah, I think 36 inches. I shoot with my LMGs, and I put definitely some pins. With 10 shots, I mean, you definitely will put a pin on that sniper here in that building and maybe even get a wound. So Berkan comes in with his 5-man squad veterans and puts them into the house at his side. And I don't know why I'm playing super aggressively, but I come in with my Panzer III. And yeah, now you know why. Because he already brought his tankette in, and I think he, what did he do? I think he advanced on the road, or maybe he did a run order, and I come in with my tank and I wanna already hit this guy. And I think with my MMG, I shot into the window where Berkant's sniper is hiding, and I put a second pin on that. So I don't know what that sniper is gonna do, but it's not as scary as it would be. But Berkan brings his Panham, and I think it has a light anti-tank gun, and so he shoots at my Panzer III. It is 48 inches of range, and of course, AT weapons will lose 1 AP if they go over half range. And I think it's Pen. I think he hits my Tiger. My Tiger. Everything I bring is a Tiger. My Panzer III, and I get a pin, but he has just Pen 3 because over half range. So he glances on a 4 and he penetrates on a 5 or a 6, and I think he doesn't do it, and I'm glad that he doesn't do it. So I come in with my 222 on my right flank and I light up again the French artillery observer, really trying to kill that guy that is super exposed. He takes the pin, but he doesn't die. Again, as you can see, I roll a 2. Probably I had pen +1 and I would have killed him on a 3, but that guy is really, really lucky today. So I come in with my mortar. I think I have no spotter for that guy, so really, really old school. I am probably maybe even inexperienced, and I'm just shooting at these guys, and they run in. The veteran Gumurs, 7 people with an LMG, they will take a lot of pins today. And then another French unit of 5 men with an LMG, they just run up the board, and I counter that with my MMG team. And as you can see, I run 12 inches, and you can see one of my officers is hiding here for a possible snap 2. My sniper is on the roof of this beautiful house, and as you can see, I have a beautiful view over the right flank, and as you can see here, the red helmets of the Gumurs already inside. I probably put a pin on them, but then Berkan is not gonna let that slip. He knows I have good troops, but if he can delete or destroy my Panzer III, he might get some supremacy here. And so he brings in his, I think, light anti-tank gun again, the same game. 48 inches, I'm well within his reach, but I'm over half reach. So he shoots at my Panzer III. I think he hits it, but he needs a 4 to glance and a 5 to pen or more, and I don't know if it does. Um, on the left flank, I run in with my MMG bike, a 12-inch run, as you can see, and I will position this guy so I can maybe overpower the left flank and maybe get even. I sometimes really like to outflank and get into the backline of the enemy so that I can destroy heavy weapons teams, and an MMG team or an MMG bike or maybe a Kübelwagen or something fast with an MMG will do the job. Just keep it clear of charges and keep your recce. So Berkan doesn't play. He's really bringing on his medium artillery. And as you can see, he's with this guy and with a spotter, I don't know, somewhere here, his spotter should be, I think he can see almost all of the map, and he definitely locks down this lane. As you can see, he can draw line of sight also to my Panzer III, and this road is now pretty much dominated by his forces. This is how it looks like. This is the death zone. If you enter this one, nothing good will happen. and he's pretty thin on this side, but maybe it's good that he concentrated his forces. And as you can see, I did split my forces a bit, but I play very, very mobile, and he brings I'm sorry, he brings his second tank cat in and shoots with that thing. He gives my MMG a pin, and as you can see, I have only 2 remaining wounds, so that's kind of bad, but yeah, what can you do? And on the left flank now, my recce truck runs in half of the board, as you can see, like the woods are somewhere here, and I run half of the board, 24 inches, I think, yeah, and I hide it behind this forest is dense terrain, so he cannot see it. And should he shoot my truck, I can recce it away. So some people were a bit skeptical about the recce platoon, and I think it is cool. It is cool that it exists, and I like it. It is cool that we have the option to do it. So use it if needed. Um, he gives a fire order. I think his artillery guy, I don't know if he moved it, but somehow, yeah, I don't know, maybe from here he can draw line of sight through the spotter. Yeah, I think he can draw line of sight. So he puts here his artillery marker, and I think we're at the end of turn 1 and the beginning of turn 2. And I already took a dice. I don't know what I took out. So does the artillery come in? No, it doesn't come in. It's beautiful if you play against somebody with artillery and he rolls a 2 and a 3. That's always very, very enjoyable. On a 3, on a 4, 5, and 6, it comes, and on a 1, the following happens. You have to roll a dice like this, maybe an order dice. As you can see, it has a direction and 3 d6, and then it scatters in that direction. So let's say it would scatter. You roll a direction, the direction shows in this way, and then you rolled 3 ones, that would mean 3 inches, or maybe you roll 3 sixes, and that would mean 18 inches. And so, yeah, it's beautiful. Just amazing how it works. Everything has a pin, but not from the artillery. So these guys also lost a man. Happens. I think the sniper tried to shoot them. And then here is a classical, beautiful snap 2 again. If you snap, you don't have to guess the reach. It's in the rule book. I don't know which page, but you can think about snapping. You can measure out what would be in your snap to action. And then you can take out the dice of the bag, and you can say, you don't have to activate your officer first. You can say, first I fire with this gun, then I fire with this gun, or first I rally with this gun. Maybe they are pinned up, so you want your officer first to stand here before they shoot, and then you run your officer somewhere else. So measure, pre-measure if you want to snap, and then the order, you do the order whichever you want to do, in whichever order, turn order you want to do it. Sorry. Yeah. So he fires. I think he shoots at my infantry, and he shoots at my Panzer 3, and my Panzer 3 gets his second pin, but luckily I don't get any glances or penetrating hits. And then I fire with my howitzer with my medium mortar at his gomurs, and I roll a very lucky 6, and I hit him. And as you can see here I'm also snap 2ing. I think this is my officer, and I'm saying this guy will fire. I will run with this guy here, not through the field, but here through my troops and right there, and they will advance in this direction and shoot. So I do that. I think with these guys I will pin up again his sniper or maybe even kill it, and my sniper is taking again a shot at an officer, and I get it. And that's a dice out of the bag. Protect your officers at all times from snipers, your lone officers, and I think that's where you should use your snipers. Use them to hunt officers, use them to hunt forward air observers and stuff like that, infiltrators or maybe officers. Then my second truck comes in, or I think he already was in. I think my truck was parked behind this building, so I did a 24-inch run in turn 1 from the table edge behind the building, and now in turn 2 I'm just advancing the truck 12 inches, and I'm also, I don't know, it's not a snap 2, maybe it's a snap 2 with an officer. As you can see, here lies an officer. Maybe I just go down with the officer, move the truck here, and then I advance out. And these guys are the ones with the MPs, with the MP40s and with rifles, and I start shooting at his gomurs behind the wall on the church, and I think I give them a couple of pins, and then I come in with my 222 and I will try to shoot his tankette. I think the autocannon has pen 1, so this one will be armor 7, so it means in my case it's kind of a soft skin. I try to shoot it. I would hit it on 5s because I moved, and I'm not sure what happened, but we'll see next turn. Maybe I missed it. So as you can see here, there are people inside of this, so I advance with my MMG, and what will I do? I think I take a shot. This is a 5-guy team, a 5-man team, and I shoot at them in point blank. I think I hit him. And then he will take 4 up cover saves, but I took 2 wounds off them, or maybe even not, so I don't know what I shot at. But yeah, these guys will now advance, and I think I will advance then either into point blank or into... I think I will move them into point blank, because if I would charge the building, he would have the prepared position, and he would fight first with his veterans against my veterans, and I don't want that. So I think I advance and unload all of my weapons into the windows. Mind you, I have Panzerfausts on these, but I think I didn't bring any Panzerfausts, so it's just rifles and assault guns, and I'm now building a few more infantry, so I have more infantry that are WYSIWYG. But I'm running up with my team with a double LMG, and yeah, I'm kind of sneaking behind buildings. I'm moving, trying to keep my forces protected while I pick on the enemy one by one with overwhelming force. And I think that's how you should do it, and that's how people do it in military. So with the other team, as you can see, I'm storming the building because it's just 2 guys. No, it's just 1 guy. Maybe that's left, and I storm with my 7-guy team, the last man, and maybe I lose a wound, but I don't care. So my second MMG bike advances up on the right of the 222, and it is turn 3 now. And the artillery strike comes in, and yeah, this is bad. I don't know what the diameter will be, but as you can see here, right here, everything gets pins. So a successful artillery strike, 1 pin here, 1 pin there, 2 pins there, 3 on my officer, and another one, or no, 3 on this team. But that's what artillery does, and you have to love it. So my 222 takes another shot, 2 shots on the tankette, and this time I do not move it. I just give it a fire order, which means I'm hitting on 4s, and if I'm right, the autocannon has pen 1, maybe even pen 2, and so I take the armor 7 to or 6 or a 5, depends what the 222 has a pen. But as you can see, I hit it and then I destroy it, I think, on a 6 up. I think, yeah, I think it's on the penetration, on the pen table. So I get these guys behind the church to hide. I think they were shooting the Gomurs, but as you can see, I took some casualties, and the Gomurs are veterans, and they have rifles and an LMG. And I parked these guys behind the wall because I don't want them to be outranged. And for now, I will leave them here, and then maybe I move up around the church and into point blank. But for now, I'm just hiding them. And also probably, and that's also like playing a bit the double, bring them in the range of the mission marker. And this is what you can see. So yeah, that's what the map looks like. As you can see, I'm putting on the pressure on the enemy, but these guys are getting surrounded by infantry here and here. And yeah, wait a second. I have to put in some energy into my laptop. Give me a second. And so, what's happening now? I'm taking a run order with my MMG bike. And they are very flexible, and on the road, wheeled vehicles can move double speed. So, I don't know, they have a 12-inch move or advance, and on the road that gets doubled. So I'm driving these guys from here. I'm going onto the street and I'm riding them up until this point so that I can shoot this infantry section. And that's amazing. Like these motorcycles are really maneuverable, and they're good because they're German and they have that Hitler's Buzzsaw with that one extra shot. And so 4 shots with that kind of movement with Recce soft skinned is pretty good. I used to run also the British MMG bikes or LMG bikes, but 2 shots for a LMG is now not really good. It used to be good with 4 shots, but yeah, we'll have to see. And so I'm also pressuring the enemy flank with this bike and with this infantry and just trying to shoot up these guys. But Berkan is countering that with the Panham and with his tankette. And sadly, I lose my MMG bike. And yeah, and now it's turn 4. But as you can see, I'm taking out the French dice off the back. But now I lost my bike here, and now he's protecting his infantry with his armored cars. And I think the Panham will shoot with his MMG, and this guy will shoot with his MMG. And I have really nothing to counter that right now. So that's a bit of a bad position, but I'm moving up to the mission marker. And again, at this point, it's not an easy game. Like it's like 50%, like everybody could win this game. The French could win it, the Germans could win it, and we're having tons of fun, definitely. So as you can see, I'm advancing with these guys, using the LMGs, putting pins on these guys. I think the sniper died a long time ago, and these guys are now really pressured, like 4 pins on this infantry squad and 4 pins on this infantry squad, and somehow I managed to put a pin on the artillery. So they rally, and they are now clear. And that is when I move in again with the troops that were hiding behind the church. And I hope I'm in 12-inch reach, and I have a couple of rifles, and I put another pin on them. So just pins to win the game. And I think Berkan's right flank is now very weak. I'm taking that one, And as you can see, I advance here with my officers to get in the proximity of the mission marker. And Berkan is really clearing out here my infantry squads, 3 pins on them. General de Gaulle moves up on them, shoots them into point blank, and yeah, not super good. But as you can see, in this compound, I have my veterans with assault rifles, and they are signing like this way. They're running towards the mission objective, and I took my Panzer III and advanced it in the rounds before this towards this edge to maybe give those guys a bit of support, but it's not really doing much in that direction. So I'm wasting the Tiger 3 a bit, but yeah, sometimes that happens. As you can see, artillery observer has now put his artillery strike in the middle of the road near the objective marker. Here my veterans are running towards this. This flank is getting hammered. This flank for the French, I don't know, it's not really good, doesn't look good. These gourmets are dialed in by my mortar, and they are also pinned up. So it's a pretty heavy battle, and it's really tons of fun. And it is round 5. I'm in the lead for dice, and the artillery strike does not come in. He rolls a 2 or a 3, and he changes now the artillery strike to be exactly in the next round, round 6, on the objective marker. But my folks do not care. I think I lose a wound here. They want to advance, and I think I FUBAR. I think I FUBAR with 1 pin, and they go for friendly fire, and I think they kill this MMG bike. So it's really sad. Yeah. That is what happens sometimes. This squad here was a French squad, and they are now deleted. And this guy fires at my guys and a Penham, so this squad is also gone. I would say Berkan won this flank, but my tank is kind of holding it alone. But I don't want to engage in some silly duels, so I give it a run order. I go towards here, then pivot and run towards here, so I can overpower the mission objective. And maybe next turn I can shoot in this direction with my Panzer and claim the objective and win the game. Again, if some enemy is within 3 inches of the objective marker, it's a draw. So right now I have more troops around the mission, but it could also end in a draw. We'll see what happens. And this is how it looks from the top. Very much everything is contested, but I'm on it. And then my 222 advances into point blank with the Gomurs. They have 4 pins, and I don't know if I wipe them, but I definitely put some pins on them. And then it is round 6. And the artillery strike, does it come in? No, it does not come in. So he would have needed the artillery strike to come in to maybe put pins on my guys. It does not happen. I'm pretty lucky. The Panam advances, tries to reach my Panzer III, but can't reach it. Like he would have needed, like the line of sight would have needed to be right here, or it would have needed to advance a little further. 9 inches were not enough, and my guys advance into this side and delete the French veterans. And as you can see, I'm pretty much holding the mission. And with my Panzer III, I think I just, shoot with my tower, with my AT gun towards the tankette and destroy it, luckily. And yeah, I even advanced. That is what I was thinking. Did I advance, or did I just turn the turret? But no, I advanced. And yeah, and I think this is the end of the game. As you can see, The German Blitzkrieg forces were very successful in this game, very mobile, very hard hitting, very sneaky, and I had tons of fun. Berkan also had tons of fun, and yeah, it was a great game. And we see us until the next Battle Report. See us. Yeah.